Here we will see what is magnetic declination. So far we considered our earth. We know earth spins about an axis known as geographical axis. This is a geographical axis. Geographical axis. Then if suppose I draw a plane that is pass through this geographical axis, that plane is known as geographic meridian. Okay, if I draw a vertical plane that is pass through this geographical axis, this is known as what we can say geographic meridian. Okay, if I draw a circle that is perpendicular to this geographical axis, okay, perpendicular to this geographical axis, that is known as geographic equator. Geographic equator. Okay, we know our suspended magnet is come to rest is in the direction that is approximately along the geographical axis. That axis is known as, we know very well, that is a magnetic axis. This one is indicated as magnetic axis. Okay, if suppose we draw a plane that is a vertical plane pass through this axis is known as magnetic meridian. This is known as magnetic meridian. Okay, if we here we draw a great circle that is perpendicular to this magnetic axis known as magnetic equator. It is a magnetic equator. Now we can specify the term magnetic declination. Magnetic declination, it is an angle between geographic meridian and the magnetic meridian. It is an angle between this plane and that plane. Okay, we can easily define as, listen, magnetic declination, that is represented as D. It is an angle between magnetic meridian and magnetic meridian and geographic meridian. Okay, one more information. At a higher latitude, okay, that means at the poles, at higher latitudes, at poles, D is higher, but in equators D is lower. For example, Chennai, at Chennai the value of declination is minus 1 degree 8 minutes. Then magnetic inclination, or it is stated as dip, represented by the symbol I. Here we consider our earth. If suppose this is our geographical axis, it is a true north pole, it is a true south pole. Then it is our magnetic axis, it is a south pole of the earth, it is a north pole. Okay, if suppose it is a magnetic south pole, don't be confused. Okay, it is a magnetic north pole. If suppose I place a magnetic needle, that magnetic needle rotate in a vertical axis, okay, that is fixed in horizontal axis and it rotate in a vertical axis. If suppose I placed that magnetic needle, if suppose here I placed, it is a magnetic needle, here I placed, then it will look like this. Okay, this is a terminal of north, it is a south. If suppose it is placed at this point, then it will align like this. It is the north pole of that needle, it is the south pole. Okay, suppose if we place here like this, it will stand N. Yes, suppose that needle is placed at a magnetic equator, okay, not at a geographic equator. If suppose it is placed at a magnetic equator, it will align like this. Okay, this is M, this is S. Okay, then here we consider this case. Here the magnetic inclination, it is an angle suspended by the earth total magnetic field and horizontal direction of magnetic meridian. It is a horizontal direction of magnetic meridian. It is a earth total magnetic field. In between it create an angle. That angle is known as angle of inclination. Okay. Then horizontal component of earth's magnetic field. Okay. If suppose here it is our earth, the earth produce magnetic field like this. If suppose I consider this part, if magnetic field, it is a net magnetic field of that earth, that is BE. This is an horizontal, it is an vertical. The angle between the magnetic meridian, the angle between the total magnetic field and the magnetic meridian, that horizontal direction magnetic meridian is known as angle of dip, that is represented as I. Suppose it is a, here BE is a net magnetic field, it is split into two. One is horizontal component, another one is vertical component. Okay, horizontal component can be represented as BH, it is represented as BV. Then we can write BH as, we know very well, cos I is equal to, cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Then BH by BE. Then we can write the horizontal component of earth magnetic field BH is equal to BE cos I. Okay, it is a horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Then we can write vertical component also. Then if suppose sin I is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side means BB. Okay, opposite side means this value BB. Opposite side by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse value BE. Then the vertical component can be represented as B vertical is equal to BE sin theta. Sin. Okay, suppose dividing the equation 1, it is 2, it is 1. Then equation 2 by equation 1 gives BV by BH is equal to sin, BE sin I by BE cos I. Okay, B cancel, sin by cos, that is tan. We get BV by BH is equal to tan I. Okay, it is the horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Okay, here you will see the horizontal and vertical component of magnetic field at a magnetic equator and magnetic poles. Okay, we know very well magnetic equator is a circle that is perpendicular to the magnetic axis. Okay, magnetic axis is a line on which a freely suspended bar magnet that align. Okay, it is a geographical axis. Okay, we know if suppose a magnetic needle is placed at a magnetic equator, it is aligned parallel to the magnetic field. Okay, so the angle of inclination I is equal to 0. Okay, in this case the horizontal component of magnetic field BH is equal to, we know, BE cos I. Then cos 0 became 1. The horizontal component of magnetic field is maximum at the poles, at the equator. Okay, then vertical component of magnetic field BV is equal to BE sin I. We know sin 0 0, then BV is equal to 0. At magnetic equator, the horizontal component of earth magnetic field is maximum and the vertical component is 0, okay, at the equator. Then next, if suppose we are placing a compass needle at poles, then the magnetic needle will be come to rest, that is perpendicular to the surface of the earth. Okay, listen, it come to rest and perpendicular to the surface of the earth. Okay, then at that case the angle between the angle of inclination I became 90 degree. Okay, then we know BH, that is equal to 0, because cos 90 0. Then we know BV is equal to B, because sin 90 1. Okay, here we get the information at magnetic poles the horizontal component of magnetic field is 0 and vertical component is maximum. At the equator the horizontal component of magnetic field is maximum and the vertical component is 0.